whoever the actor is in the show that is the villain, he always plays the villain, and he's always freaking fantastic at it. Chase Liaki here with the Blue Futon reviewing Bloodhounds. So what's about? Pretty simple premise. So we start off in COVID, Korea, I think in 2020, and we have a boxing match going on. Bam, bam, bam. One person wins. He gets the money to give it to his mother. Unfortunately, the mother signs a bad loan for this loan shark group, and her shop is destroyed. The son comes in, however, gets whooped. I mean, whooped hard. Well, not in the first. At first, he did pretty good. But now he's teaming up with another loan shark company who basically is more of a, hey, we will help you, zero interest. Just get us the money whenever you can to help people's lives. And now there's a battle between this group and the group that really wants that hotel and the casino and blackmail a butt ton of people. So, do you like this show? Abso-freaking-lutely. This is 8 episodes, an hour each, and each episode did not feel like an hour. Yes, were some episodes a little bit fillers with not a lot of action? Sure. But when the action was on screen, it hit hard. It was believable. Well, maybe except 2 people versus 40. But it had enough oh shit moments where I was like, this is a highly, highly recommendable TV show. So let's talk about the positives. The acting, the action, the cinematography, the look of the show. It just felt believable. There are TV shows nowadays where like, okay, we're going to have a fight sequence, but we're going to kind of put it in the dark. So we don't know what is happening. Here, it's in the dark, but there's enough lighting to understand who's getting hit by who, what is happening. We are not going to jump cut. We are going to edit this and try to do as many one takes as we can with what is on screen. And I freaking love it. We're finally getting more TV shows and movies around the world that are adopting the John Wick style. Yes, other movies have done it before John Wick, but John Wick was the one that goes, okay, let's do it. And it's really, really, I'm happy that people around the world are taking this style and bringing it into their style of filmmaking. And it's so good. The story itself, the whole marine storyline is awesome. The sushi chef, these loan sharks, this one scene where this guy's in a building that gets thrown off. Yes, that is where the unbelievability happens, but it's a holy shit moment where you're like, damn, that looks good. And that's the good thing with the show. The show never, like, its integrity of looking good every time is so fantastic. You can tell, I think this is sponsored by Ford because that Mustang is so badass. Yes, there was a scene also with the Mustang trying to push his van around. That's kind of unbelievable. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But man, episode 6 is like the red wedding of Game of Thrones when it comes to this. So forewarned, episode 6 Bloodhounds, you're like, you think people are... Okay, so yeah, this could be a positive or negative. So I don't want to spoil the show, but you know people are going to get fucking rocked in this show. And that's the thing, is this show, you do not want the good guys to die and you want the bad guys to die. And there is a little bit of dilemma because, like I said, you're like, oh my God, they're dying, but the question is when, or the answer is when. I do like what they did with episode 8 about how some people are just like, I can't handle this, I'm out of the picture, and then we bring some new characters in. And I do love the whole Marine aspect. Like I said before, I did like the pro-Marine, like, you know, the South Korea, you know, Mathos. Is it Ethos? Mathos? I don't know. Ethos? Yes, we'll go that way. Of that military storyline was really, really fun and cool to watch. But there's something that happens at episode 8 where one guy's like really not into killing, but he's like, I just became a bloodhound. And I'm like, I understand you don't like killing, but there are some people in this world that if you don't kill them, they're just going to continue and ruin people's lives. They can still ruin people's lives in jail and everything like that. So, like I said, I'm a believer in the death penalty. So that's where some people are like, oh, I really don't want... No, I'm sorry. Get him off the face of the earth. Benicio del Toro did it perfectly in Sicario. That's all I'm going to say. Like I said, some negatives are some episodes don't have as much action as I want. They want to be more story-driven, which is fine. That's all I'm going to say, which is fine. But overall, Bloodhounds is a fantastic show. It looks great. The fighting sequences are top-notch. It's brutal. It's bloody. I loved a lot of this show. And if you like Korean dramas and Korean action shows, you can't really go wrong with Bloodhounds. So Bloodhounds will receive a 4.5 out of 5 of Futon, which goes at 90%. So let's see the critics and user scores gave this one. So it looks like audience score 92. Critics, there are 4 of them. All positive. They are loving it. So we have 192.90. Chase out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing, Futon told you. Futon, take watch a great day. Not care if watch today, tomorrow, week from now, month from now, year from now. I love every single one of you. And yeah, Korean shows. That's why, honestly, I keep Netflix usually. I don't like the Netflix original TV shows. They don't interest me whatsoever. Some movies do. So, I mean, that justifies the price ticket on some level, but it's those Korean shows that really, really keep me subscribed to Netflix. If it wasn't for that, it would be hard for me to keep the subscription.